AITAH for shutting down and getting upset every time my GF rejects my touch. My fiancé, 25F, we will call her Sarah, has been dealing with womanly health issues for the last year of our relationship. We've been together for 3 years and we've always had a super robust sexual life, and I, 30M, take pride in how good our sex life is. If I'm not hitting the big O for Sarah at least 3 to 5 times per session, I low-key feel like a failure. She brags about me to her friends at bachelorette parties. That's how good our sex is. She tells me they are always surprised how often I can give her multiples. I take great pride and it makes me feel confident in my relationship with her. I get this rush of security after getting her off. Like if she is happy in bed, she'll never leave me. It's my love language, and sex is very important for me. Physical touch of any kind. Unfortunately, for the last year that has not been the case due to some health issues for her, and I've had to adjust. She's gone to many women health doctors and run many tests and been on many medications. Nothing works, and no one knows what's wrong, and she is often very uncomfortable or in pain down below. I can't have sex with her the way I would like to. Don't get me wrong. She still takes care of me on the daily, but I can't do the same for her, and I can't connect with her like we used to. And the few times we tried to please her, it wasn't good for her. In fact, it was awful, and she said as much. So ouch to the ego. I felt like shit after. In the past, once the sex got bad or stale, the relationship would be over, but with Sarah it's different. I've fallen hard, and despite the sex, she's my life partner in every other way, and I still proposed and want to spend the rest of my life with her. But her discomfort has gotten to the point where even if I just rest and hand on her thigh or stomach, she will sometimes physically cringe or ask me to stop touching her. Don't touch me, or I need space, or my fave. Don't, and a glare from the Lomel. I always stop. But it sucks and hurts like an sob. And even though I know it's not personal and she is just hurting after a year of this, it feels like rejection over and over and over again from the person I want and love the most. I can't help but take it personally. And when she does tell me stop, she isn't soft about it, she is very matter-of-fact, and forward. Sometimes I can clearly hear the annoyance in her tone. Tonight I wasn't necessarily trying to start anything, but I just wanted to feel close to Sarah. I curled up next to her on the couch, and without thinking I laid a hand on her inner thigh. She said, "Don't," in a tone I didn't appreciate. As per usual, and I could feel myself shutting down. Rejection again. I wasn't even trying to start anything sexual. It's just how I've always been with her, super touchy, and I momentarily forgot and slipped into my old ways. I could feel myself getting angry and hurt. I got up and left the room. She noticed and followed me, and asked me what was going on. And it all just came out. I exploded. I told her that I hated it, that I feel rejected, that I wish she fucking nicer to me. I started yelling and told her to at least let me down easy because it hurts every time she says no. And I told her that I don't know how love and falling in love with someone work, but this shit was fucking with my head. And she needs to figure out how to say no better and gently. And which she responded that I was being selfish, insensitive, and needed to respect her boundaries, and that she is in pain and couldn't help her tone. And that I don't understand her at all. And to top it off, she said my response made it feel like I was pressuring her. I didn't know how to respond that cause I quite literally have been doing my best to do the opposite. So I asked again could she at least be nicer with her no, but she said I just need to get over it and it was her body. And that I needed to understand this wasn't about me, and then she started crying. Am I an insensitive for feeling this hurt, upset, and blowing up saying what I did to her? Like, am I insane? Would non-asshole respond differently to year of this?